How are ye this morning, time pirates? I am feeling much better. I wouldn't say 100%. I thought, I'll walk the puppy this morning, and I just couldn't quite do it, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. She's whining. She wants to play with Benny. How are y'all this morning? How are you doing on this fine Friday? Let's see. Zwank has joined us. It's so good to see you, Zwank. Howdy, everybody. Happy spring equinox. Happy ravioli day. Ooh, I love ravioli. I don't know if I can eat tomato sauce yet. My stomach's still pretty sensitive, but I could eat some ravioli. Maybe do just a light cream sauce or something. Happy kick butts day. I mean, we kick butt every day. That's every day around here. And happy alien abduction day. It's alien abduction day. Should that say happy? Happy? I mean, it depends on the book. Some of those books, very happy alien abduction days. And World Storytelling Day. Oh, I love that one. That one's perfect for us around here. And Jen, good morning. I'm in a training this morning, but I'll have you in the background and we'll check in as I can. Happy Friday. Thank you, Jen. Also, I'm worried about you. Are you okay? Are you okay, Jen? I took Goodreads in the morning. It's like the first thing I do when I get up, and because I have to log in what I read the day before, it just makes me feel accomplished. And I noticed that you put a whole lot of cozy mysteries on there, so I just want to make sure you're okay. Looks like you're looking for some comfort reads. You just want to relax a little. So sending you out some good vibes, Jen. Good vibes. And Ren says, hello, everyone. Hello, Ren. Good afternoon to you. Done with my test, so now I'm back. Excellent. How did they go? How do you feel? Do you just feel relieved? Do you feel hopeful? How do you feel? And Alicia has joined us. At first I thought you were going to stay in that cave, Alicia.
I mean, I kind of feel like it this morning, but no. I had to turn the light on.
No, light helps, man. It helps wake me up a lot. I like it.
Yep.
Today was I'm feeling much more closer to normal. I kind of woke up on my own. Mind you, I didn't get out of bed till my alarm told me to, but I woke up on my own. So I'm
Nice.
getting there. I'm getting there. I also finished Project Hail Mary yesterday, and holy crap, 6-star, amazing book. Cannot wait to see that movie Saturday.
There you go. I finished the Book of Doors yesterday, and I finished Meet Cute this morning. So now I'm trying to finish Storm the Castle.
Nice. Also,
So,
are you ready for my rant?
ooh.
After finishing Project Hail Mary, because I was reading on my Kindle, my next book was going to be Into the Drowning Deep on my Kindle because it was in Kindle Unlimited. I've had this planned for a year. So I go to get the book. It is not available in Kindle Unlimited anymore.
Oh.
And it is only a 2-week wait at my library, which means, but that's too late because I have to read before April.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not buying this book. I'm not buying. I was so mad that I had this plan the whole time. And if I knew it was coming out of Kindle Unlimited, then I would have reserved it in my library earlier.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, there's no, and it's 600 pages. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get this. I was so mad. So I went to the R Fantasy. It was my last block for R Fantasy. I mean, this one, I have to read this one too, but I'm already a quarter of the way done. It's so good, by the way. Holy moly. My gosh. I need to read his other series, The Foundry Side, because I'm digging this series so much. Anyways, off topic. So I've got that one done. That one's going to be done before the end. So the only one I had left was Into the Drowning Deep. And I'm like, what? I don't want to buy it. I mean, I've been so good. I have so many options of where to get my books. I have things planned in advance. I'm like, I am so angry right now. And so I look to see what the square was, and it was for impossible places that it would drive a physicist crazy. Like they can't exist like that. This isn't real.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute, Book of Doors. just read Book of Doors. It's gonna drive them crazy. I am putting Book of Doors in that square. I still need to read Into the Drowning Deep, so I just put on hold at the library because I have it for other things, and I want to read it. It's not just need to; I want to. And so all I have to do is finish this one, and I finished Art Fantasy. So I was like that. So look, Book of Doors served a very big purpose for me.
I mean,
I should go give it another half a star just for taking that stress off of me.
Oh man,
yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Ren should be reading Priory today. I doubt I'll catch up at this point, but if I read 4 chapters every day until the end of the month, I should be done by the 31st. Nice. I mean, that counts as that's what catching up means. You see, you literally will catch up. Same. I think I want to read Priory because I'm digging it, but I really want to finish the Art Fantasy. So I think this is what I'm going to concentrate on. But first, I'm going to write a vlog. I'm going to write a vlog. I'm going to write a blog this morning first. So I will write a blog and get that in. And we have bad news. My poor husband, his computer died. It's only like a year old, by the way.
Oh
no. So he took it in because he bought parts and put it all together, right? He didn't just like buy the computer. And so he went down to the place he bought them from. He says, I'm pretty sure they're still under warranty. So he goes down there and they're like, oh yeah, they're under warranty, except you have to go through the warranty. They don't do anything. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, just the pain in the ass of that part is, are you serious?
Make it jump through hoops.
I'm like, then why didn't we just buy it online? Screw you people. Do you see what I mean? Like, we buy things in person because we want that extra service. So I'm not seeing any point. And so, but they have a diagnostic department, right? So we left it there with diagnostic, $90 to diagnose it.
Jesus.
And he was like, my husband, because he's not new to this industry, right? He's like, it's either this or this. Well, it turns out it's both of those things are broken. And so now he needs both of those things. They are both under warranty, but it takes weeks to get replacements. So now, mind you, he has laptops. He can still work. But that computer, it's just like all of us, right? That computer is everything. He does everything on that computer, right? He does his social stuff. He does, he watches movies and stuff, and he plays his video games. And it makes his work easier because he's got more, the way he's got it set up, it makes his work a lot easier to do.
Oh my gosh.
So and streaming. We can't do any streaming.
Oh no.
Because all this now, obviously I can stream doing these simple things, but the complicated, like that's why we had to cancel Righting Wrongs last night. I mean, that's not actually why. There were 2 people that were sick, not including me. I was like, oh, look at that. I'm not the only one. And when 2 out of 4 players are sick, it's not going to work. And so we typed in, we're like, well, good, because his computer's dead. So we don't know what to do. So we don't. No. Yeah, it's so, and it's less than a year. Wow. Less than a year old, these pieces. So yeah, it's really frustrating. So we're having a fun time right now, my poor baby. Let's see. And Ren said, I feel relieved after her test. She talked about after her test. I feel relieved. The last one was pretty difficult, but it was all right. You got this, Ren. So proud of you. Keep going, man. So proud. Jen said, I asked Jen earlier if you were on or not yet, Alicia. I looked on Goodreads and Jen put up a whole bunch of cozy mysteries. I was like, oh no, is Jen doing okay? She's like, please show me comfort. I need comfort. Give me cozy mysteries. So I asked her. So she says, she laughs and she says, yes, I love cozy mysteries. And culinary mysteries, my favorite. To be honest, they'll likely get removed before I decide to read them.
Oh no.
See? She might mean from Kindle Unlimited, so I can.
Oh.
Zwank loved Hail Mary. Oh yeah, 6 stars, Zwank. I totally agree. My gosh, I love that book. Even parts that were slow pacing wise were so interesting science wise. I loved them. I loved the whole book. I love the whole book. And Ren said, that's amazing, Kelly. That means Sicky the Sixter has left the building as well. Whoop, whoop. That's right. Except, I mean, these liver problems are going to be periodic, right? They don't just go away. So, and because I just had an attack, I'm being super vigilant. I'm totally eating popcorn Saturday, though. I don't care. But usually I like like soda and popcorn and licorice because I love popcorn licorice combo. I don't think I'm going to go that far, but I will just eat the popcorn.
There you go.
Get a lemonade or something.
And what's a movie without food? Popcorn, at least. And
I
something to
have to have
drink.
popcorn at the movie. I just have to.
Yep.
But we're going to go out for dinner and I will have a salad. I actually want a salad. So if that shows you a sickness, I don't know what there is.
You salad.
I actually like salad, but I have this mental thing that if I eat a salad, I won't be full. But every time I eat a salad, I am full. It's
Same.
there's just something wrong with my brain that I don't know what else to say.
Yep.
Ren, that's amazing, Kelly. That yeah, sorry. Molly says, hiya. Why, hello, Molly. How are you this morning? Has it warmed up for you? It looks like the whole country went from this freezing thing to 10 to 20 degrees above normal. It's a little crazy. It'd be worse though, you know, if we lived in the Project Hail Mary. So we should be happy right now. And Ren says, well, that's true. Exactly. It is true. The liver thing, gotta watch it. Molly, I am going to kick butt in my house and turn it into a nest. Ooh, I love that, Molly. Keep it up. Keep it up. Give a second coat of mop on those floors. Did you have your inspection yet? Or is that still coming up? I can't remember. And Allie joined us. Hello, everyone. Hope to finish Day of Fallen Night this weekend. That's excellent. You can do it. That is the one thing about being sick. I've been reading more because I really don't have the energy for much else. But I'm working on it. I did do the dishes yesterday. Felt very nice to get some the fill up that dishwasher and get that baby running. And there weren't a ton of dishes because I've been sick, so eating a lot. And Zafo made dinner just once because who's he gonna make it for when I was sick? So he made tacos, which I couldn't eat, right? But he knew that. It's okay. He bought the stuff for it before I was sick. And tacos is great because he'll eat them for leftovers for the next like 4 days. You know what I mean? Molly says, ooh, Kelly, have you seen the new MacBooks? I have. Yeah, the bonus didn't quite add up to a brand new computer and we don't want to charge one. So yep, we're doing the best we can is what we're doing, just like everyone else. You know, when Zafo fills up the car, that usually takes, you know, like $27 to fill up and it costs $56. So yeah, that's painful.
Oh yeah, I filled up mine, and mine usually, because I have like a 17-gallon tank, and it usually takes roughly between 45 and 50. Last time I filled up, it was almost $67.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What? It's only gonna get higher, which
and it's
sucks.
only going to get higher. Yeah, which is going to make everything when gas goes, prices go up, everything goes up. And groceries are already too expensive. So I don't.
Yeah.
And they never come back down. Exactly. Every time people are like, it'll come back down. I'm like, no, it never. How old are you? It never comes back down.
No, it never does.
It does not. And if it does, it's a few cents. Right. And so it just, I mean, the penny doesn't even exist anymore. That's how unimportant the few cents are. So it just never does. It stays there because people, you know, on the top like making that money. So why are they going to make it go down again? So
they make inflation go up, but they don't help the paychecks go up.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So we're in great times right now. It makes me wonder, I mean, how much book sales usually stay pretty steady during bad times because people need to escape this mess.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that people are going to go to conventions and buy our books. So we're going to find out.
We're going to find out what happens. Have the money.
They just literally don't have the money. Yeah, that's not they don't want to go. They don't need the escape. They literally don't have the money.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Oy.
Yeah. Where are we? Molly asked, are those parts for Z's computer very expensive? Yes. It was like, what'd you say, $560 for both parts?
Wow.
somewhere around there for both parts. That's just 2 parts of a computer, right? He's just glad it wasn't the RAM because that would have been like $1,100.
Yep,
Um,
because that's going up in price too.
it's yeah because of AI. That's when I
Yep.
mean that they
Yep.
talk about it for a moment and then they forget, and then we're all like protect the artist. I'm like, how about protect prices of RAM that we use for everything we do, and the energy, right? All the energy that it uses. So I just yeah. Yeah. And Molly says, yes, I'll be having windows open all week. And oh, good. I'm glad it got warm enough for that. Good, good, good. Ren says the cats will like that too. Our cats love when Zepha opens the windows because they sit in the screen. They're like, oh, I can pretend I'm outside. Ren says, no one was more surprised than me when I found out that in America, they serve like real food, like nachos and stuff at the movies. Here it's popcorn, slushies, and sweets, the regular stuff. Yeah, that is the regular stuff. Yeah. Not only that, we're going to a movie tavern kind of place, which means we actually have tables and they bring us real food.
Yes. There are some places, yeah, like we have I haven't been to it in a while, but there's one called a movie studio grill,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like menus and you have a
Yep.
little table and they bring you food, you could order it, and you could get popcorn and candy and stuff like that, but if you want like legit food, they will make it and bring it.
Yep.
Just like a restaurant.
Just like a restaurant. And Molly says the expansion's next week. Nice. Well, I mean, opening the windows will help a lot too. So I'm
Air it
crossing my
out.
fingers for you. Ren says, I would assume real food would be too messy for a movie. Like I said, not when they have tables.
Nope. Yeah, not when they
And I
have
mean,
tables.
nachos aren't that hard. I mean, here's the thing: we eat in our cars when we're driving, because it's America, right? So heaven forbid we waste any time to actually sit down and eat and relax, right? No, heavens no. You need to keep going.
Mhm.
And I make fun of it, but I do that mentality. That's part of my mentality. I cannot separate it from who I am. So that's just part of the thing. Yeah, you got to relax now. Okay, well you better eat now while you're doing it because this is the only time you get.
That's sometimes some days when I'm doing my errands, it'll be like that. I'll just be like, okay, I've done X, Y, Z. I'll stop somewhere, get food. I'll come back to the house because usually it's a grocery day. I'll come back. I'll put the cold groceries away. Then I'll quickly eat and I'll put the rest of the groceries away. And by the time I'm done, it's time to go get the kids.
Oh, see,
We
I would
just
eat in the car on the way home from the grocery store. Do you see what I mean? No, that's what we do. We eat in the car. Eat in the car all the time.
I'll do that
Because
on road trips, but no, I can't. Depending on what it is, I can't eat in the car.
we just make sure we get something we can eat in the car, which also means it's not healthy, right? So that's part of the problem right there.
Burger in a wrapper.
Yeah. Some kind of thing between bread. That was the funny thing at Bocadors. When he sat down at the restaurant, when Drummond did, and he was like, don't you Americans have anything that isn't served between bread? And I was like, no, not really. It's just about everything is served between bread. That's kind of how we eat.
Yep, because if you can contain it, you
It's
can
either
eat it.
it's either in between bread or wrapped in a tortilla. That's it. That's
Yep.
that's American food. It's
Yep.
Man says I also did my dishes yesterday, unfortunately by hand though. I'm sorry. I did have hand dishes too, because we have really nice knives and good my bakeware and good pans. So we always have hand. So I have hand dishes I have to wash, and all of the regular cups and plates and silverware and glass bowls. All of that just goes in the dishwasher.
I'm doing that now. I've got a load in the dishwasher, and I still got some like straws and things I got to hand wash.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Book Nook has joined us. Hello, it is so good to see you. Ren says, hey, Bella. And Bella says, I am getting house ready for guests. Ooh, that sounds fun. Who's coming to visit? Molly says, Ren, we have movie theaters that serve pizza, hot dogs, and the nachos. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And our closest one is a bar, and so does the tavern. It's got a full bar.
The one I used to go to, yeah, had a bar, and then you could also like we had things like you get steak, you could get like nacho fries. You could also get like salads, and you get all kinds of stuff.
Let's see. Ren says the new MacBooks are so cute, but I heard that they don't have the best pixels. Oh, the MacBooks are the little ones were adorable. But I always get the MacBook Pro because I use it for work, which is why we can't afford it. I could afford just the regular. What was the regular one, Safo? Do you remember what the regular Mac was that I could afford, but it's not what I need? Oh yeah, I was actually looking at the Neo too because it was so cute. Yeah, it's just a fancy iPad. I don't know, honey. That might be enough for me. I do have the whatever this is, Mini. I have the Mac Mini, so I don't know. It might be. We should look at it. It's cheaper. But yeah, that Neo, because they come in pretty colors, they made me happy, and it's very small, and it's basically just the an iPad attached to a keyboard. You know what I mean? Like it's not really that fancy. And Molly says, yes, gas is outrageous. I gotta love the orange man. No, I don't. I don't have to. And Ren says, and like storage and stuff, it's basically computer for fun only. Yeah, you might be thinking of the Neo too then, Ren. I wonder if that's what they call it in South Africa, because they call everything different. Spink says, the effects of war. Yeah.
We don't like it.
Nobody wanted, except Israel. Molly, I only know that they decided to make budget MacBooks, but yes, can't offer same quality for lower prices. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they can't offer same quality for lower prices. And Allie says, what's going out goes up, but the paycheck doesn't go up with it. Exactly. And by the way, hasn't gone up for a long time.
Nope.
Molly, Kelly, would you feel all right if I start mentioning your books during streams? I would love if you start mentioning my books during streams. Like, love. Would be so grateful. And Ren says, yeah, for sure. I'd say it's a great laptop for recreational purposes. Yeah, exactly. Just for the things. The thing is, though, I also want something that I can stream portably, which is why Kevin's pushing for me to get a new MacBook Pro, because this one can't handle it anymore. And this one, like I said, the battery's dying. Okay, the battery's been dead for years. I mean, it works. Like I can unplug it and it works, but like it's swollen. Yeah, it gets hot very fast. All those kind of things.
That's no bueno.
No, it's no bueno. So that's the concern. I'm always worried it's going to catch on fire because that is a possibility. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's a we need to replace it for safety reasons, if nothing else. Half of the letters on my keyboard are all wiped off.
Oh no!
I know where they all are, but the point is, like, especially on my left hand, because I tend to have my mouse on my right, my left hand stays on there more because I have acid on my hands. That sucks. By the way, wash my hands all the time. Doesn't matter. My clarinet, where the paint on the back of the wood was always rubbed off where my thumb sat. Like, I have really, really acidic hands. That's why my hair is always greasy. Even when I've just washed it, there's just so much. And yet I don't sweat. Explain that. Anyway, maybe that's why I do this instead of sweat. And so it usually rubs things off. So all the letters on that left-hand side are like gone. But yeah, so it's time for a new one so that I could like take y'all somewhere. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at Starbucks, I can still do this stream, right? If I'm out of town, I can stream something live. Like if we're at Dragon Con and I want to do a live stream to show y'all how freaking cool Dragon Con is, I could do that. Do you see what I mean? Things like, assuming the internet, it depends on Dragon Con where the internet was strong. But, you know, that kind of thing, that I could do that with a new MacBook Pro. I cannot do this with this one. And I don't have anything else except my phone, which just doesn't work for me. I need to have it like set up somewhere, and I need to access my phone usually while I'm streaming. So, yeah, it's a different beast. So I really, really, really want to be able to do that. I want to take y'all to cons with me. It'll be fun. But again, until we can afford it, we can't afford it, right? It is what it is. And Molly says, yes, the cats will be at the window almost all of the time. Yep. Molly, right. I am doing the oopsie spot every day, but got most of the smell gone yesterday. Yay! Ren, maybe it really is a time thing because most people go watch a movie and then go out to eat after. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And Ren, eating in the car is mostly road trip things. I don't think I ever see people eating in the car. Yeah, we have to, I mean, especially in Houston, man, because we're an hour away from itself. So if we're going anywhere, we tend to be eating in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Ren, maybe it really is. Yep, 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 yep. Unless it's like breakfast and it's super early in the morning, parents taking kids to school or people on their way to work. Yeah. I used to have sandwiches made. So between school and going to the barn with Jenna, she would have something to eat. So if we weren't eating out that day, I would have something she could eat. So we were always eating in the car in between school and going to the barn because that was the only time we had to eat. It was eat now or don't eat. And she was going to the barn. She needed the energy.
That's why I always eat breakfast in like the 9 to 10 o'clock hour, because I'm always taking the kids to school in the 8 o'clock hour. And then I start here and then eat.
First thing is eating.
Yep.
And Mel joined us. Perfect.
Hello.
Good morning, Kelly Cal. Good morning, Mel Melly. And good morning to Alicia.
Good morning.
And good morning, friends in the chat. I love that you say good morning to everyone, Mel. And Ren said, yeah, here it's called the MacBook Neo. Just couldn't remember the name. Gotcha. Yep. So we were talking about the same thing. It's so cute. But yeah, it's just a rebranded iPad. And Ren says, but I want a pink one regardless. Right? They're so pretty. I kind of like the green one, like the Easter egg green. And Ren says, hey to Mel. Ren says the memory on the Neo is only 8 gig. That's what tends to bother. Oh, yeah. That's not enough.
Oh.
And the maximum storage is 512 gig. We have so much stuff on the cloud. That one would be okay. And Mel says, Ren. Swank says, Kelly, it may need a new battery when it's getting hot. It's usually, oh, yeah, it's the battery, Swank, but there's no replacing it. I need to replace the whole thing. And Eva's on. Good morning, Eva. How are you? Let us know what you are up to today. We shall be starting our first sprint right after I read Ren's comment. Ren says, and it has 2408 by 1506 native resolution, 219 pixels per inch. Now that doesn't mean anything to me. 219 pixels per inch doesn't mean anything to Zafo either. He'd have to look it up. So, yeah. Awesome. All right. We are going to start our first sprint, which is about the same time we do every time. I kind of like
Yay,
that.
breakfast.
All right. Here we go. And that was our first sprint. I got, I don't know, a couple hundred, maybe 150 words in for this blog. So moving right along. I have not written a blog in like months. So I'm like, I really need to do this. So I'm getting a blog up on my personal site, which needs a lot of work. But one thing at a time. But you know what I'm writing about? You know what I'm writing about, Alicia?
What?
Morning time pirates.
You are.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. How'd you do? Did you eat your breakfast?
I did. I ate breakfast and I fed the boy because he's awake. And
Nice.
I did 317 words. And I filed my nail because it kept like getting caught on things. So I had
I
to
hate that.
file it.
Yeah, it's distracting. Yeah, it's like I'm
Mhm.
distracted. I can't concentrate. I'm distracted. Um, let's see how everyone else did during that sprint. Let's see. Vanessa joined us. Good morning, Vanessa. I hope your appointment went well yesterday. Text is all filed. You're good to go. Vanessa says, "Morning pirates. Happy Friday. Arg." I will say I love my morning time pirates, but I also now, for the first time in a very long time, look forward to Saturdays when I can ignore my alarm. Mind
Not
you,
me.
I sleep in to like 7:30. I think I made it to 8:30 like not last week, the week before, and I was like, "Whoa." I slept in so long.
Saturdays I usually sleep until 8, but because I know that Kat over at Kat's Novel Adventures does the Saturday morning momentum. So then I join her, like not on screen, but I like watch her stuff,
Mhm.
and that's usually how I wake up.
I like it.
If she's not having it like she did because last weekend she didn't have it, then I slept in until like almost 9:30. And I was like, this is not normal.
I couldn't have slept when my kids were that little. That wouldn't have happened. The kids would have woke me up.
They sleep in. Like
My kids
Lorelai
did not sleep
now,
in.
Lorelai's still asleep, and I have to like go crack her door soon because I don't let them sleep past 10 a.m. because
Yeah,
then
that
they
would
won't
make
go to
school
sleep.
really hard. Yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent, excellent. Ren made it to 361 out of 804. There you go. You're making progress. Where am I? I don't remember where I am now. I am on page. I think that's about where I am. I should probably read more, but I really want to finish Drop of Corruption first. And there's no way I'll have time for both. 392. Yep, I'm about right where you are.
392
Yep, that's where I'm at.
for
Priory.
oh, I still have to get caught up.
And Lil got to 1251 in first sprint. Yay! And remember, she's reading the prequel.
Mm.
Vanessa, Kelly's writing about us. We're all gonna be famous.
Woohoo!
I wish that worked.
It'll catch
And
on.
yeah. Eva says, "Arg." And Mel said, "I just focused on waking up during this sprint." Yeah, sometimes we need that too. I feel ya. I feel ya.
I'm
And
still
Mel says,
trying to
"Hey to
wake up.
Vanessa." Right? You're like, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Zwank says, "I got my morning pages done. Good job." And Ava says, "I'm typing up a mutual agreement for a volunteer group that's forming in my area." Ooh, I'm not super sure what I'm doing, but I've sent drafts to those who do to see if I did it well. That's smart too, by the way. Volunteers volunteer
Mhm.
better if you make them sign a thing, even it's not legally binding, but if they know exactly what's expected of them, it
Mhm.
makes a huge difference. That's why in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, we always have a sheet all lined up with what your responsibility is in whatever thing you're volunteering for, whatever role it is. So that's very smart that you're doing that, Ava.
I had to do one of those for the wildlife refuge too.
They usually do, and I'll volunteer just to let you know. Now, the wildlife refuge might add legally binding stuff, but most volunteer stuff is not legally binding because you have to work with animals with those, right?
Mhm.
So with the others that you have to, you just these are what your things are. So if you have to let a volunteer go, which by the way, I've never let a volunteer go, I always move them around.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you're not, because you get a
Not
volunteer, they're
here,
gold.
maybe here.
It's
Yeah,
harder to find
exactly.
another volunteer than it is to just find the spot where that volunteer goes. Um, I mean, unless they're stealing money, then they got to go. But I was lucky enough, knock on wood, that I didn't have anyone doing that. But it did happen in our area, but I didn't have anyone that I had to deal with.
I think the land side, we just had to sign a form saying this was our responsibility, duties. But then when they added the marine mammal side, then that's where the legal
More
stuff
legal
came
stuff
in.
came.
Yeah.
More access to the water there.
Yep.
And Ava says, next up, a few Canva projects, and then I get to write. Excellent. Let's get these words in.
Woohoo!
Lil says, I love my Saturday sleep in because I usually don't have work until 2. Budget cuts. Ugh. So yeah, I get to sleep in, but boo, I can't afford lunch now. Yeah, that's
Right.
uh
Mhm.
Vanessa's this is the good time that I'm glad I know how to do all the things except grow my own food. That I don't know how to do.
Right.
But we can pickle things. We know how to make our own stock. We can, you know what I mean? Like we know how to brine things. We know how to smoke things. We know how to make all the things we need to make. We know how to make pasta. We know so like I can all of the things that we might have to buy pre-made, we can make. Bread, I can make bread. I can make that kind of thing. At least we've got down. But so we can buy more ingredients and just take more time for food. But taking more time for food also leaves less time for work.
It's a balance. Yep. It's a balance.
No, it's all off balance. What's happening right now is off balance.
Well,
Like it.
that's what I mean. Like it's either balanced or off balance, and you're a step ahead of me because I don't know how to do any of that crap.
Yeah, I could do all of those things. So that I can do. I can tear apart a chicken. I can, you know what I mean? Like I can do all of these things. Except grow my own food. And quite frankly, I probably could, but again, it would take a lot of time that I have to dedicate to doing that.
And planning, and you have to get it planted right in the right season for the right season. And
I'm in Houston. We're fine. I just have to make sure they get enough water. And most of the things that grow, we can have 2 seasons in Houston for most things that grow.
that's true.
For like the grains and stuff, we can grow them twice. It stays warm long enough. Let's see. And Vanessa says, morning, Mel. And Vanessa says, I did my social media scheduling last night, so that's already off my list for today. Yay, nicely done. So nice to cross things off lists. I put that in my blog.
Nice.
And Ava, I keep saying Eva and Ava, so I don't, let me know.
Let us know
Ava,
which one's correct.
Yeah, let me know, and I will try very hard to get it right. Ava, see, you've heard of it. I had to learn all about it. Someone smarter assigned this task to me. Oh, yeah, the thing, yeah. Comes with experience, no biggie. Hello, good morning.
I would say Eva, but
And I would say Ava, so.
Yeah. Which one?
Ava says, Vanessa, I love when I'm proactive with posts like that. Yes, exactly. Ava, I wish I'd stay ahead. That part I haven't mastered. Yeah, I have good weeks and bad weeks. It's just that simple. I'll be like, look, I got all of my stuff done. And the next week I'm like, where are my glasses? And there doesn't seem to be too much in between. Welcome to ADHD. Molly says, ate a couple of mandarins, made breakfast, and coffee is in progress. I wanted coffee this morning. I was like, I don't think I should do that yet.
I have mine, although it's cold again.
I have been drinking tea. Tea's a lot more gentle on my stomach. And I'm putting the raw cane sugar in it. So I'm not using artificial sweetener, but I can still enjoy it. I'm putting too much sugar in it though, so I need to start cutting that back. But that's another problem with artificial sweeteners, right? They're super sweet. So I'm used to things sweet. Luckily, my old age, I don't like things as sweet as I used to. So what I'll do is I'll just slowly cut back so that it's not as sweet. And Jean joined us. Good morning, Jean. It's so good to see you. Are you going to get your steps in today? Good morning, Kelly and Alicia. It is very rainy here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's better than defective rain though. I would take it.
This is true.
Maybe it'll wash away some of that accumulation, right? Oh no, you kept saying it kept melting. You might not have anything on the ground. It was all in Michigan. That's definitely going to melt with as warm as it's getting this weekend. Molly, okay. I owe hellos to Ava, Vanessa, Belle, and yeah, so hi. Vanessa says, Ava, I usually do all my social media scheduling on Fridays. I started doing that years ago. Fridays is social media scheduling and bill paying. Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah, I need to check. I need to make a car payment. We can't do it on auto because it won't let us change the day. And we need the mortgage out at the beginning, and we need car payment and the big credit card out in the middle. So I have to do them by hand. Vanessa says, hey, Molly. And Swank says, on Sundays, I get to sleep until 9 a.m. Then Alicia sprints at 10 a.m. I love it. Half the time I am running around. That is Central Time, yes. Well, she's in Mesquite. She's in Texas like I am.
Okay.
That's my problem. That's why I miss Alicia sprints half the time. Not because I'm sleeping in. Sometimes I wish I could sleep in, but I can nap. So keep that in mind. I cannot sleep in, but I can nap. I'm usually running around on Sunday mornings, so I'm not often here at my desk. Or I'm at my desk at 7 a.m. and I have no idea what time. I'm time blind, right? I have no idea what time it is. And suddenly I look up and it's like 11. I'm like, oh wait, Alicia's on. That's what happens every time. And I have a meeting now at 10 a.m. with my acquisitions editor, so I have an alarm set to make sure I don't miss that. Vanessa says, I find assigning regular tasks to specific days helps in getting them done consistently. I agree. My brain doesn't. It is Eva. There you go. You're right. It's Eva.
Eva. I was thinking of Wally as soon as I saw it in the comments.
And I was just thinking Spanish pronunciation, so it'd be Eva. Molly, what if you grew something that you eat a lot of? And yes, I am talking plants, not animals. I mean, I have thought of having chickens. Yeah, just because, I eat a lot of eggs. And that would be. But again, that's a lot of work. It's a whole dedication. And quite frankly, the laying, once they're done laying, they're not really good eating. But I could make stock and stuff out of them. And I have no issue. I'm not attached to birds. It doesn't bother me. Or at least not chickens. Chickens are so mean. I don't have any issue eating them. I've spent enough time with chickens at the barns. No problem. They're mean. I
can't do it.
Yeah. And actually, I want to grow herbs first, Molly. That's what I want to do first, because that's one of the most expensive things we buy at the grocery store that I use constantly. So if I could grow herbs, which are not that hard, except that it's so hot here, it is very hot for herbs. And yet inside, I don't have anywhere where they get enough sunlight. So I think what I need is like a shaded place, like to build like a shade outside for them so that we can get the best of both worlds. But I haven't done it yet. Again, time. And Mel says, hey, kiddo. Hey, Molly. Hey, Jean. And Molly says, oh, and I forgot it. I put away the dry goods that needed homes. That is not a countertop. Yay, nicely done. It's nice having clean countertops, isn't it?
Nice.
I like that. We have one like the island that curves out and it's all pretty when it's cleaned off, right? And it's just the accumulation spot. That's where everything gets dumped. So every time we're about to have company over and we like clean it all off, it's like, oh, it looks so pretty. And Molly says, oh, hi, Jean. And Vanessa says, I don't set any of my bills as auto except the ones we have to, cell phone and Comcast. Otherwise, I manual pay all of them because I want to control when the money leaves the account. I auto pay them because with my ADHD, I will forget all of them. So keeping track of 2 is the best I can do. Vanessa, it also keeps me present and paying attention to our finances. Yeah, our credit score is better than it's ever been when I put everything on auto. And Vanessa says, Molly, good job. Vanessa says, morning, Jean, who I can't seem to tag. I'm sorry. YouTube. Molly says, eggs are not plants. I know. I was talking about the animal part. And Molly says, thank you, Vanessa. And yeah, isn't that weird when you can't tag someone? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Vanessa goes, so weird. All right. Let's do our second sprint. Here we go. Oh, almost done. I'm doing the final read through. It's fun to write a blog again. It's been a while. It's hard when I have to do them all the time. But having not done one for a few months, it's kind of fun, especially about something I love doing, like Morning Time Pirates. So, how did you do, Alicia?
I fed Lorelai and wrote another 160.
Woohoo! Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, let's see how everyone in chat did. Allie says, I manually pay. We're talking about paying bills because I have a doctor's office free for all charge as they please. Oh, they pay whatever. Oh, yeah. Well, that one's different. Doctor's office. Yeah, that's not an auto pay. I mean, like things, the mortgage and the electricity and the water and the phone bill and the, everything's on auto pay. Let's see. Molly says, okay, Kelly, here's what would help you in the herb department. Okay, I will open that up and see what it says. Vanessa says, okay, not quite done with social media scheduling. Apparently, I forgot to do the weekly accountability post for the writers troupe. Oh, Vanessa. So I guess I'll do those now. Perfect. Get them all set. Vanessa, also, Kelly, Zoho makes social media scheduling super easy. Ooh, does it? Oh, I'll have to look then. Because like I said, I pay for a separate one. So if I don't need to do that and I could just use Zoho, I'm in. I will look. Thank you for that. Ooh, guest on camera. Who'd we have? Oh, we had Lorelai. Did I miss Lorelai?
You did. She's eating breakfast, but I told her she could come when she was done to say hi.
Perfect. You feel free if we're on sprints, because I'm working, right? So if we're on sprints, then you can always unmute and say, Kelly.
I think she just came over and was like waving.
Vanessa, she's so trying to get Kelly's attention, but Kelly's focused. I'm actually working. It's wonderful. And Alicia says she was saying good morning indeed. I'll have her come back in the chat. And Lindsay, there you are, Lindsay. Sorry for missing your stream today. I'm out enjoying the sunshine. Oh my gosh. Do not apologize for that. Go enjoy that sunshine. Get your vitamin D. But it's good to see you. We're glad you stopped by at least to say hi, Lindsay. And Vanessa says, Lindsay, yay for sunshine. And Alicia says, hello, Lindsay. And Zwink. I have always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library. Jorge Luis Borges. Yeah. That's what it would be for me, for sure. I've always said if I won the lottery, besides the community centers Zaphone I want to build, we would travel the whole world, and I would find somewhere to sit and read everywhere I go. That's my dream.
If I ever won the lottery, no one would know, but there would be subtle hints.
Oh, everyone would know I won the lottery. There's no, because we're building community center. And I'd actually hire people for Cursed Dragon Ship. Molly says, gathered my laundry, all of it. Will put in car today. Drinking coffee, AFK for bio. Well, see you in a moment. See, coffee, man, coffee. I need to do clothes this weekend. They are all dirty again. That will wear me out. We'll see how much. That's why I feel fine, I'm good, and then I and then I'm I'm tired again, right? You could say I'm still not at 100%, but I'm getting so close. And Lil Scott to page 1277 in that sprint. Ooh, nice. For some reason that's fun to say, 1277. And Ren says made it to page 376 in 804. Ooh, you're gonna catch up with me today at least. We'll be on the same pages, Ren.
I'm trying.
Zwank says, read my daily books, going to listen to The End of the World and read along with it next sprint. So productive, Zwank. What did you do with that morning sprints when your alarm didn't go off? I mean, come on.
Coming back. There's Lorelai.
Hi, Lorelai. I'm sorry I missed you earlier. How was breakfast?
She had a waffle and strawberries.
I want a waffle and strawberries. Will you bring me one? I'm only 17 hours away.
That's a long road trip, huh? We'll have to go and make it fresh.
Mama, why can't we just we can get the waffle and then we can bring the strawberries but we put it in a cooler bag so it doesn't
go bad.
Yeah, it doesn't go bad.
That cooler bag would only stay cold for so long.
Yeah, I know.
It would be warm by the time we got there.
A cooler bag.
Whereas we could just travel and then buy it fresh in her area.
With
Yeah.
with
You come visit me and I'll take you to Johnson Space Center.
Oh, she's got a space center we could go visit.
We do. Johnson Space Center's right here in Houston.
Y'all
might have Kennedy, but we've got Johnson.
What about Bubble? Is he gonna be able to come?
Well, yeah, everybody would go.
I don't know. Is he gonna be good?
I don't know.
Of course he can come. You can't leave him behind. You all have to come see Johnson Space Center. It'd be awesome.
Yep.
When we go to the store, Bubble's really wild, so I don't think he's gonna act really good over there.
You never know.
It'll be fine. There's places to run around at Johnson Space Center too. Plus, it's about space. It's so cool.
And brother,
actual things that have been to space and come back.
Yep.
I do have a little I think I have a little paper book that's all made out of paper.
That's usually how paper books work. Yeah.
That is.
It's almost like a newspaper magazine.
Yeah, it shows you a bunch about the space, and it has other the other missions. So I gotta go get my book and
She's still talking. She's like, I'm gonna go get my book.
What I did?
Oh, here she's coming back. This one.
The book.
Oh, nice. Time Kids. Oh, yeah. Time Kids has some really good stuff.
I think they got that for school. They do certain units.
It was from kindergarten.
That was from kindergarten?
Yeah, it tells me about
I'm amazed it lasted this long.
the stars.
Yeah.
And it tells you about space stuff and the moon.
It's like it has a different cover every time you turn a page.
Aww. So it's more of an advertisement than an actual thing.
Probably.
Yeah, that's an advertisement. They're like, go buy all these things. You're going to like it.
Oh, look, there's no cover. The solar system.
No, it tells you about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool.
All right. Did you finish your breakfast? Did you finish your breakfast? Go finish your breakfast.
It's different moon missions.
There you go.
And yes, so Mel got to 80 pages in Alchemized. Nice. Almost that 100 page, that magic point. Jean says, I'm going to write a review in the next sprint. Not sure what happened in my sprint. Did you space out? Did you just take a break? Sometimes we need that too. That's okay.
That's very true.
Vanessa, the best vacay hubby and I ever had was when we went to New Orleans and spent at least 70% of the time reading on the veranda of the B&B we got a room in. It was lovely, right?
Ooh.
That's my favorite. When we went to Belize, my favorite time is when I sat on a hammock with my butt in the water and just read. That was my favorite time the entire week we were there. It was so cool. I'm like, I want to do this all the time. Can we get a pool in the backyard with a hammock just so I can just sit there and just read? Oh my God. It was the happiest I've ever been in my life. They even had these little bugs that were in the water that kept biting me and I didn't care. I loved it.
You're like, this is fine.
A guy kept bringing me pina coladas. What more could you want? Jean says, I don't know why I think my reviews need to be long. They definitely do not need to be long because they're not going to read the whole thing, right? So just nice and short. Vanessa says, hi, Lorelai. And Ren says, hey, Lorelai. And Mel says, hello, Lorelai. Love that name. I love it too. I hate that it's spelled wrong, though, by the way. By the way, it's not spelled wrong because there's no wrong for names. And that is how they spell it in Gilmore Girls.
That's why, because
Yep, that is. But that
the-
drives me crazy because Lorelai, because it's actually it's a German word, so it's spelled Lei,
Mhm.
and so that's it. It drives me batty every time I see it.
When we were doing the names, picking names for kids, my husband wanted a namesake, so that's why we have the boy. And I said, but if we have a girl, we have to come up with a name. And I said, well, I like this name because I liked this show so much. So, and it turns out that we found out as we were rewatching the show, none of them in the show have the same middle name as mine, Lorelai.
Have you ever noticed that you always call him the boy, but you call Lorelai Lorelai?
I don't know why. Well, I think it's because I usually call him Tiny Man. So
He's not gonna be
he
tiny
gets
much
close to it.
longer.
Yeah. He's almost as tall as I am. So
Oh, see, not for long.
I did not call them over here.
Look at that
They did
family
this
portrait.
all on their
It's
own.
Friday. It's okay. They're at school next
There's
week.
brother.
I mean, we love you.
They don't go back until Tuesday.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Brother. That one's brother right there. That one's brother right there.
Yep. All right, go
All right,
watch
almost
your
done with
TV.
chat. Jean says, "Are we friends in Storygraph, Kelly or Alicia?" I'm not even on Storygraph, so that would be a no for me.
Same. I don't have Storygraph.
I don't. I
I
can't
thought
do one
about
more
getting
thing.
one.
I just can't. I have so many lists and spreadsheets, and I cannot do one more.
I have Goodreads. If you have Goodreads, you can add me there. But I have thought about Storygraph, but I have not. I have not done it. I have not made the commitment.
I want to. I'd rather support them than Goodreads, which is just Amazon, but I already have that database and I cannot, I don't have a spoon for one more thing. So I just can't do it. Vanessa says strawberries. I love her so much. She is so cute. Swank says those days were so screwed up. Didn't get anything productive done. Ugh. See, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad we were here and you're starting your day off properly because it's with us. Duh.
Mhm.
And I'll share the link to the blog once I put it up. So it's nice and short. So it's probably as long as Jean's review. See, I see you, Jean. I see you. And Jean put the link to Alicia Sprints on Sunday. Thank you, Jean. And Allie says, hello, Lorelai. All right. Here we go. It's our last sprint to make it count. And there was our last sprint. What a Friday it has been. I get to cross off Write Personal Blog off of my list. So excited. And I spun up CDS stuff next. So I'm going to get up. I got the new covers, same covers, but with the proper barcode on the back, the EAN 13 barcode on the back, so I can load them to Book Vault and get the first set of those printed. Because once those work out and everything's pretty, I'm gonna have to redo all the covers, as in put the ISBN on them. And then we're going to have books available on our site so people can buy them directly from us. So excited about that. One step forward. So that I will be working on today. How did you do, Alicia?
I dealt with the kids because they were being quite loud. And then,
Children. Gosh darn them being children.
well, and you guys probably saw my son. He was like, he kept going back and forth. Let's see, on screen and then off screen. And I was like, can you please just go get dressed? I told him like 4 times.
I'm trying to get work done.
So once that subsided, then I got 550 words.
Nice. Woohoo. We were both writing today. What's up with that? Feels good, doesn't it?
On a Friday, right?
I know. My gosh. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good to get those words in again. It wasn't on my project, but actually writing. So it's the first time I've actually been able to write. So it feels really, really good. And Jean had the link. And hi. And Molly is back. Yay, Molly. So are we. What a coincidence. Welcome back. I usually do to Jean. I have to keep reminding myself, short and sweet for reviews. Yes, exactly. Vanessa, welcome back, Molly. You're not writing an article for a newspaper. You know what I mean? That's when they had to make them like long and blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're writing these for. They do not need to be long like that. They're not paying you to write these. It's like when they're paying you to write them, you feel like you need to put more words in. You know what I mean? They're not paying you. And Vanessa says, welcome back to Molly. Time for my second cup of coffee. Also, we got little baby naan bread and pimento cheese. So I'm going to have me a little snacky snack too. Yum. I love me some pimento cheese. I have some pimentos in the fridge. I could probably make some. I have all the ingredients. And I put the link for the blog if anyone is interested. And Molly, so Mom called and asked if I could print off 2 copies of the document she emailed me. Sure, easy peasy. It's not a document. It's the information in an email.
What?
Well, Mom asked for it. So I copy and pasted it to a document, and I'm making it all pretty. Now, if it sounds like I'm complaining, you're wrong. Anything that helps me avoid cleaning is terrific. Same, Molly, same. And Molly says, ooh, baby naan and pimento cheese. Sigh. And windows are open. Yay! Yeah, we're getting to the point where we need to close ours again and turn the air on. So we're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Molly says, today is Stuff Your Kindle Fantasy Edition. Ooh, I'm not going there. I'm sorry, man. It stresses me out. I'm not doing it. All right, maybe I'll go look, just a little bit. Anyways, Vanessa, Molly, and it's so yummy. Ugh, it sounds delicious. I got to page 1305, made a large chunk of progress. Yes, you did. And Mel says, that's exciting, Kelly. And made some coffee and some breakfast for the kiddos. Yay. And Vanessa says, huzzah for direct sales. Exactly. It's like we need more control. Like things like if you go into Amazon and type in Last Night the Jolly Chicken, it doesn't pull it up. If you put in Last Night the Jolly Chicken by Kevin Petway, doesn't pull it up. If you go to Kevin Petway, you can see it. If you go to one of the other authors listed on the It's an Anthology, you see it. On my Amazon, like on my KDP dashboard, it says it's listed for sale in live. But if you just search for it, it doesn't come up.
Weird.
And for some reason, only the first 2 books of the Misplaced Mercenaries can you find by searching on Barnes and Noble, only the first 2 come up, even though all 5 of them are distributed the exact same way through Ingram, but they only have the first 2 up on Barnes and Noble. So I'm so tired of this stuff I have no control over. That just randomly happens. And so I'm like, and I'm not going to pull it off of those sites, obviously, but I do want a place where you can see they're all there. They're all available. It's all, you know what I mean? It's updated. You can, and if you don't want to support, Amazon, then you could still buy them this way, that kind of thing. So it's just, it's so frustrating. But until Book Vault, I was like, there's no way I'm going to ship them. I'm sorry, man. I know my brain. And like Alicia, when you're like, oh, I got a sale. I have a sale on Pango. I need to mail it right now. If I had that brain, then I would have done this a long time ago, but I don't have that brain. So I will package it and then I'll sit there and then it'll even be paid for. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to get this in the mail. I should have called the post because the postman will pick it up. Like all of these things are available, but I just could not do that. I know my limitations, and shipping stuff off is one of those things. Like I bought coffee for Coda last November to ship to him. So now I'm going to have to drink this coffee and buy him fresh coffee to ship to him because I still haven't done it because I just can't seem to do it. It's just certain things my brain cannot do, and that's one of them, and I don't know why. I have a Christmas present I bought my mom and Vicky is sitting on the window right there, all wrapped and pretty, but I haven't sent it. I'm so bad at that. So I knew as a business, there's no way I could be in charge of that. It won't happen. So Book Vault, they are print on demand and they will print it and send it to the customer. So I'm like, finally, we can do direct sales now.
You're like, yay.
Thank you. Like I've always said, you can't change the way your brain works, but you can find workarounds, right? And so I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Finally. Vanessa says, thanks so much for sprints. For the Writer Troop members, we've got Zoom co-working at 1 p.m. Excellent. And Ren says, made it to page 397. There you go. You're beating me now, man. You're beating me. I'll probably read some this weekend, but I really want to read Drop of Corruption today. It was so good. It was a huge amount of discipline, which is also what this morning stream helps me do. I didn't put that in the blog. I probably should. It helps me go to bed on time. Not always, but often. Because I'm like, ooh, I could stay up all late. Who cares? I could sleep in the morning, right? That was my mentality before. But now I'm like, ooh, I got to get up in the morning. I need to go to bed. So I'm getting much better sleep. You know what I mean? When I'm not sick, that kind of thing. But it gave me the discipline to put the book down so I could go to bed and read my other book in bed. But the whole point is that I went to bed. And because I didn't want to. I could have stayed up for many, many more hours reading this book. It was so good. Let's see. Zwank. And Ren says, thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Zwank says, I'm now at page 283. Nice. Ren says, and I knew the 2 women who love each other would love each other. Right? Yeah, that one was definitely, that had been hinted at the beginning. She did a very good job with that. I agree. So I'm glad it actually happened. I was afraid that the one woman was going to deny herself, her just deny and do her duty kind of thing. And so I'm very, very glad that they got to enjoy each other. Molly says, oh, my grocery list now, Vanessa. You guys are rocking. Or on my grocery list now, Vanessa. You guys are rocking. You are too, Molly. Ren, as for the Nighthawk, he is definitely gunning for the crown. Yes. And I knew he would do what he did to Ede eventually. Yep. Yeah. You knew that was the whole thing. Of course he's gunning for the crown. So, yeah. And Ren, but I can't wait for the reunion between Ede and Elle by the Priory. Yes, they need to. I cannot wait. Because they're like, best friends in the universe kind of thing. I love those best friend relationships too. Vanessa, we've already got too much pollen in the air to open the windows. Sigh. That doesn't stop us. we open them anyway. We've had pollen for a month. I don't care. Zwank says, thanks for sprints, Kelly. See you Monday. Alicia, see you at Motivation Sprints tomorrow and then Sunday. And Molly says, motivation sprints? Yeah, if you want to get cats. Alicia will find the link real quick and put it in there. So yeah, it's every Saturday morning and it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I make it and sometimes I don't. And Allie says, thank you. Absolutely, Allie. Thank you for being here. Mel says, just sent off an email to an indie publisher to join their art team. Ooh. I was so nervous, but I feel that if I never put myself out there, then how would I be considered? Exactly. So nicely done. Ren says, Momentum Saturdays on Cat's channel. Helping Molly. That's the name. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I'll check the Bible for times. Oh, that's true. It would be in the Bible too, but. And Allie says, thank y'all for sprints. Extremely productive. And it's only 10:30 a.m. Yay. Don't you love that? I love that, Allie. It just makes the rest of the day. It's like, hey, even if I slack off the rest of the day, I got all this stuff done this morning. Not that I want to slack off the rest of the day, but sometimes. This week, since I've not been feeling well. Usually I can able to get one chore done and that's it. So let's see if I can do a walk and one chore today.
There you go.
Vanessa says, I also don't have the brain for shipping. I'm the same way, Kelly. Isn't that weird? I'm like, I don't know why. It's not that hard. And then I do it. It takes me 10 minutes, but I just can't seem to do it. Molly, that's right, Mel. Proud of you for pushing through the nervousness. You got this, Mel. You got this. What's the worst? The worst thing they're going to say is no. So that doesn't hurt in any way. You're fine. We got you. We love you.
Right.
And good job, Allie. Jean says, listening to Milking with the Minotaur. I saw the cover for that and I laughed so hard. So I hope you are being properly entertained, Jean. Vanessa says, Mel, yay, great job. Any publisher would be lucky to have you as an ARC reader. For sure. Let's see. Where are we? And Molly says, I have things like that, Kelly, right? Just things that your brain just will not do. And Allie says, I will watch the replay on Sunday, Alicia, so I can hopefully finish whatever is left of Day of Fallen Night. And Ren says, sending you good vibes, Mel. That's right. We're going to give you good luck vibes. Sorry, good luck vibes. Allie, thank you, everyone.
Kind of cover is that?
I know, right? I just laughed. Molly ducks. I need to restart Priory so I could be annotating. Yes. Of course I will get it done in the 5 days. I'll have to read it after inspection. You might, Molly. You read a lot faster than some of us, so you very well might.
Yep.
Mel, thank you, Vanessa. I'm trying to get back into the indie world since coming from my YouTube hiatus. Well, we are happy to have you. I saw you're joining Kooky Mayhem. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We have some mayhem planned. When I was planning my Here Kid, I planned as many of the ebooks I have in May as possible. So I will make sure to read them then.
Are you joining?
Yes, absolutely. I did it last year too. It was my first one and I freaking loved it.
Me too. I'll be there.
And Vanessa says, Mel, welcome home. And Mel says, thanks, Molly. And Alicia, there's the cat sprints. So there you go. They're right there, nice and easy. You don't have to look them up. And thank you, Alicia.
You're welcome.
Vanessa, I am awful at house cleaning, so the pollen would just sit in the house if we had the windows open. Yeah, that's also true. It'd be more dusty than it already is. Ren, fun fact, I've been pronouncing your name as you've been pronouncing her name as Ead this whole time. I mean, it might be. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just said Eid. So, I mean, Ead's a much more interesting name. Who's listening to audio? Somebody's got to be listening to the audio. They could tell us how they pronounce it in the audio.
Is this for Priory?
Yes.
I'll let you know when I start listening.
The full name, I kind of say it as Edas. Yeah, I said Edas too. So we say the full name the same. That's funny. Unless you say Eadaz. If you say Edas, that's what I do too. Molly says, "What, Jean?" Which is probably why I just say Eid for the short name. Jean says, I'm realizing that Minotaur might not be my jam. Yes. Not your milk. It's not your chocolate milk. Molly says, Kelly, it's available as an ARC and an ALC on NetGalley. The Minotaur? Oh, no, I'm good. I've got plenty. I do not need anything else added. Mel says, thanks, Ren. Vanessa, also, apparently Chicken Soup for the Soul publisher is suing AI companies. When you've got the, if you've got the chicken soup folks against you. Well, of course, they're all about the money. Chicken Soup for the Soul is all about the money. It's not about the soul. So, yeah, they are going to sue. And there's the link. Jean put the link in for Milking with the Minotaur, if anyone is interested. Mel says, yes, I plan on promoting a lot of indie on books during Kooky. Yay! I have my whole TBR ready. That's awesome. And Ren says, Kooky Mayhem. I'm very much excited for it. It'll be so much fun. Jean says, both the EPUB and audiobook are available. And that's a Minotaur one. And Molly says, I am giving myself April off from ARCs because I can do them for Kooky Mayhem. Exactly. See? I have a couple I have to read in April, but otherwise, yeah, it's put as many as I can in Kooky Mayhem. And then some other ebooks I have. Like I have Nigeria Jones I need to read, so I have that in ebook. And a few others. Pemberley, Mr. Darcy's Dragon. That's an indie too, by the way. And that I have an ebook, so I'm putting that one on that list. So lots of fun ones. But that's it for the day. Alicia, do you have any last words?
Actually, I might be sprinting at the top of the hour for the Maker's Quest, so I have to find my cross stitch project, and I have to create a thumbnail like super fast.
Nice.
But that will be up probably around noon. So
very cool. So I can go grab some brunch and come join you over there. Maybe I'll cross stitch too. I really want to finish this book though. I need to cross stitch though. So we shall see.
You can come and see and read and do whatever you want.
I have to do the CDS stuff first though, because that's what spun up. So I got to do that first.
I'm gonna cross stitch. It'll be a nice break.
It will be a nice break. Excellent. All right. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you this weekend around. Otherwise, we'll see you Monday at 8 a.m. for more Morning Time Pirates.
Bye.